Good morning, everyone. Happy Gemini full moon and solar eclipse. I hope you were all able to see that. Well, those of you who could. I actually did not get to see it. I don't really know if it was that visible here where I'm at. I was sleeping. I know, I was sleeping. I meant to get this recorded yesterday, and honestly, I just ran out of time. So I do apologize that I am a little late on this. The energy is still there, though, and this energy will be going on for the next several months, and we have a new moon. So this is, new moons are about planting seeds. So I'll talk about how this is going to work out with us and how this energy is playing out. So, if you saw my other video, I described June as being a very intense month. And it is. We've got shifts in this month. We've got, endings, beginnings, and that sort of thing. And this all matters. And a lot of people say, well, they don't believe in astrology. Well, astrology is one of those things that has been used for thousands and thousands of years. Well, I can say that because we are finding evidence of ancient, in those ancient archaeology of the what is it? It's astrology and archaeology mixed together. So that's a different video completely. Let's talk about this moon. So month will be active. Right now it tends to be going a little bit slow for some signs, but by the end of the month things will speed up. But this energy is giving us many shifts, and it will be good for some, and it will be a warning for others. All in all, the new moon in Gemini, it will ease the waters a little bit because, the eclipses, whether it be solar or lunar, it brings an amount of chaos that can be overwhelming to a lot of people. And, I had to deal a little bit with that energy yesterday. When I got off work, it just, I ended up getting a phone call almost at the end of my shift. So I had to work over, and yeah, who wants to do that? But this Gemini new moon is going to ease these waters a little bit. It's a wonderful, it's going to add some sweetness to the tea, I should say. But there are endings, there are beginnings, and shiftings of energy, and to me, this is very much needed. We had our new moon in Gemini this morning at 6:53 a.m., and that's Eastern Daylight Time. And then we had the solar eclipse with that mixed Mercury retrograde, Saturn's retrograde, Pluto's retrograde, and Juno is retrograde. So I will say be careful for brain fog today, and this energy for a while, I should say. Just be careful for that brain fog. Mercury is Gemini's planet, and this is normally where he is the strongest. But, Mercury is in his retrograde motion at this time. So it does bring a little bit of the slowing of energy. Remember, re's are not always bad. They cause us to pay attention to some things that we need to pay attention to. They help us with the re's. They help us to reevaluate, reprioritize, reorganize, remember. And my favorite one for this month, and this is what I'm feeling very much from this happening, is a reclaiming. So I feel the stars are offering up an energy where we can truly reclaim ourselves and reclaim our paths. And I was writing something about the twisted heart, and the twisted heart is someone who has had their heart broken open, but yet they haven't had that time to heal, so their heart just kind of mends back a little twisted. And I just feel like this energy for this month will help people reclaim themselves, reclaim something of themselves that had been lost, um, making it anew. So, you know, um, we've been in the season of renewal, and that is as a re as well. Renewal. We are renewing, and this energy is creative. It's expansive, and it's going to help us with these shifts that were happening, that are happening in this new moon cycle that we are going through. So the eclipse is really hammering in an ending of one cycle and a beginning of another. If you've listened to my astrology reports that were on thecauldron.net, I talked about how the sun is like the king must die. It's the death of one king and the beginning of another. It's a beginning of a different ruling, so to speak, a different ruling energy. So, and this will be amplified 10 days later when we do. I think it's about 10 days. It'll be on the 20th when we have our summer summer solstice. And I just, for some reason, that just would not come out of my mouth. So when we have our summer solstice, it's going to shift us once again into a new season. We will really begin feel the need to get out and socialize with others. I feel there will be a strong pull together with those that you can share your thoughts and ideas with. It's going to be a time where you want to socialize with those people that you can truly express yourself with. Remember to be clear about your communications, and this is for everyone across the board. I'll talk about some signs here about, I'll go into a little bit of the readings of the signs. And basically, across the board is we really need to be clear in our communications. We need to clearly communicate what we need, want, and if we do not have clarity from someone else, we need to ask for that clarity. There could be some misunderstandings happening, and there could be some this will affect our communications, obviously, transportation problems, the flow of money. So pay attention to that. And these issues can cause frustration, and it can also make our tempers flare. So you need to ground yourself. This is air energy, so we need to be careful in that and make sure we're not getting ourselves lost in the moment. What we will really need to do is focus during this time. Do not lose sight on where you're going, your goals, your passions, what is important to you. Don't lose sight of that. This energy will go on throughout the month, so be careful of your environment and those you are around. It feels like some of you will be challenged in that way. Either you're going in a way that someone doesn't approve of exactly, and for some, it could be someone trying to sabotage, where you're going, your plans. Remember you here. Remember, these are your plans, and be careful. I always tell people, always share with people that want the best for you, that don't have any kind of agenda there, that truly want the best for you. So you're going to need to really use your discernment here in what you want to discuss with others. It is a time to declutter your life. So those things that you're no longer using. Go through your wardrobe, those things that you're no longer wearing. Go give them to someone who could use them. Donate them to Goodwill or any kind of charity, things like that. Or I don't know, you may have a friend that can wear them. Give them to a friend that can need them. But also, and this goes into not only your outside world, inside as well. It's time to declutter. It's time to clear out the heart. Those hurts that you're still not over. Things that still keep revisiting you that you haven't healed from. The things that keep coming back. These retrogrades, Saturn is retrograde too. There's some things that could be coming through from the past that will come to you now that can cause some resentment to come back, some anger, especially, that will cause trouble in our relationships. Gemini has to do with relationships, and to me, Gemini reminds me of the god Janus, where you see the front and you see behind. You're seeing into worlds. So to me, this is saying that we need to be very, very careful and not make decisions or hasty decisions too quick. Make sure we're getting a good eye on what is really going on and listen to our intuition and our gut feeling. So I do want to remind people, you can love people from afar. People all the time, I can't just, forget my family. I'm not telling you to forget your family. I'm telling you that sometimes it's good to love people from afar. Okay? So, solar eclipses, again, is known to bring chaos, and this could lead some of you having to face your fears. I'm really seeing this big time, facing the fears, something from the past coming up. And for some of you, this has been coming. This has been going on. You felt this coming. So, and now you're just going to have to face it. And, you're going to be forced to see what you need to let go of, what you value, your relationships as well. Gemini moon will lessen the brutal blow of this energy, like I stated before, and it will bring a lighter, more of a positive, more of a lighter type energy. Like I said, it will sweeten the tea, so to speak. So it feels like graciousness and mercy is being rendered. So really tap into that. When we go through healings, when we go through challenges, we go through problems, we can be too hard on ourselves. No need to be. No need to be hard on yourself. You did what you did, and you did what you knew how to do. And when you know better, you do better. That's everybody. We're human. Remember that. You're human. So Cancers will feel this shift internally, and this will be definitely the time for you to do some introspection. It's very important for Cancers to get some alone time for this new moon. It could really affect you emotionally. You need to pay attention to your dreams, and for those that do have dreams and remember them, make sure you write them down. If you don't have dreams, really tap into your intuition, your gut instincts before you make any decision. Listen to that inner voice and listen to what your inner voice is telling you. This moon is offering some sensual energy as well. You are being pulled to run away from your mate, then go. If you're being pulled to take a time out with your mate, go. It's time to unplug and get some sensual healing going on and spend some alone time and just bask in that energy. Now, Libra, this moon is really going to have you looking at your future. Where are you going? This is what you're going to be focusing on, is where you, not tomorrow, but, in the future, the bigger picture there. These cycle shifts are causing you to look more into the future and where you want to be for the next 5 years. This energy is urging you to tap into your interests, your passions. Traveling is highlighted for Libras. So you could be traveling to a place that you've longed to go for. Maybe you've wanted to go on vacation to an exotic place. This is saying that, listen to that. Listen to that inner pull. This is also a good time to further your education. If you've been wanting to, get a little bit of higher education on a certain topic, something you want to learn more about, it's good to do that at this time. It's something to help you express yourself or develop something that will help you grow. New opportunities will be presenting themselves for many of the Libras out there. For some, it will aid in a spiritual way, because I'm seeing this as like almost a spiritual awakening. So, take advantage of that. Now, Aquarius, you're not really one to shy away from excitement, and these aspects are supporting that. This energy is giving you some creativity, some romance, some passion, and these will be heightened here. So this energy is telling you to tap into your feelings and do what brings you the most joy. I feel new love interest, but at the same time, this could also be you diving into something that you have been really wanting to do, something that you've been thinking about in your back of your mind, and just diving into it and going for it. Something that just, like I said, it brings you the most joy. These shifts will help you big time with this energy. It will help you release that old and will help you open yourself up to the new. So Pisces, these placements will affect you in your home life. Make sure you're properly communicating with everyone. And make sure you have clarity before responding. There can be a lot of miscommunication here. Don't assume you know what other people are thinking. Make sure you have that clarity. For Pisces, the Mercury retrograde can bring back some old resentments or some drama from the past that you haven't worked through. Be careful for that. There could also be some technical issues. Mercury retrograde, technology, communication, transportation, anything that, money, commerce that goes back and forth. Do watch your money during this time, for the rest of the month, actually. For couples that are having trouble, it is time for you to come together and to solve those problems. Don't be too hard. You really need to make sure you are communicating clearly. I cannot express this enough. Remember the importance of communication in relationships, in all relationships. So for those that are single, this could bring up some past drama that you haven't dealt with, haven't healed from. So this is bringing it to the forefront to help you heal. Take some time and concentrate on you. And really the environment is really important too, because what is influencing you. So, you may need to unplug from, conventional society if need be. Now, Scorpios, the stars are telling you to be on your best behavior. Scorpios are known to be a secretive sign, and not that all of them are bad. It's just that they're not really good at sharing a lot of their intimate details. They feel like some things are, better left unsaid, and that's okay. But Scorpio, for this moon, you need to stay in your lane. Be careful. There's a potential to get caught up in someone else's drama. Watch out. Make sure you're using discernment on who you're talking to, who you're sharing things with. There could be some drama here, maybe some backstabbing going on. Be careful. This is a time for Scorpios. Make sure you're paying your bills. Those unpaid bills that are hanging around, get them paid. This is definitely a time for you to stay good on your word. your word should be your deed. And guys, this energy is not going to play around with you, Scorpio. I know. I love Scorpios for that playing. I really, really do. But you need to keep yourself straight. As this energy, there's a tendency to blow things up in your face. So you need to be careful of that. Aries. Patience is not your best suit. And that's okay. But this energy is going to test your patience in ways that you are not prepared for. So you could miss some important details by going quickly over things. Make sure you are taking your time communicating. Do not assume. Your messages could get misunderstood and taken out of context. Watch out for that. Watch your calendars as well. Running late for appointments, traffic. Make sure you're giving yourself enough time to get there. You will want to make sure that make sure you give yourself enough time in case speed bumps, these little obstacles come in your way. And also, watch out for brain fog. This could really affect you. In relationships, you need to pay attention to what your mate is saying, what your mate is needing. Don't go too fast. Make sure you're taking your time. Aries here, listen to me. So, Leo, this energy is going to affect you and your family. Those that you are in partnerships with, drama is around. Be careful of that. Mars will be entering Leo around the 12th of June. So it's going to be right in the middle of this. So impatience could come to you. You'll need to slow down as well. This is not the time to make plans for vacations or business. This is not time to change jobs. This is not time to make any long-term decisions. Wait till after this retrograde. So right now, things will be slow for you, and that's fine. You need them. At the end of the month, they're going to rev back up. Virgo, you could be feeling some uneasiness when it comes to work. Maybe your ideas are you're not able to communicate them correctly. All this energy, the retrogrades, the eclipse, the new moon, you're having to deal with an intense square with Neptune. Neptune is squaring with Mercury, and this is very, very intense. This is brain fog as well. Sometimes you're not going to be able to tell the truth from a fantasy. And also I'm feeling like your ideas, something needs to be clear. It'd be wise for you just to concentrate on things that need to be finished or completed. You're going to be having scheduling difficulties. Again, just finish those things that need to be finished and complete those things that need to be complete. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Don't expect people to read your mind. Now, Sagittarius, this is going to hit you in your relationships as well as regarding commitments. You're a free spirit, and that needs to be honored in all of your relationships. Again, do not assume here. Clear communications. Make sure that you and your mate are properly communicating what you're wanting and where you are planning on going. Change is coming. Be on the lookout for that. This is not the time to make important decisions, though. Not the time at all. Let things unfold, and you might be very surprised what you'll discover here. So, Taurus, you'll need to watch your bank accounts. Watch for overspending, and do not make any big purchases at this time. The fine print will get you. Pay attention. Again, communication, clarity. Gemini, you run the risk of giving people the wrong idea. Clarity is going to be very crucial for you. This is going to be a really brain fog for you as well. And you need to make sure that you're properly expressing yourself. I feel that for some of you, what you're trying to do is you're trying to let people get the hint. No hints. You just need to speak what needs to be spoke. There is a risk for some misunderstanding. So don't rush, don't hint, be clear, be precise, and explain thoroughly. So that is all with the report. I am so sorry I had to rush through it. I gave you the highlights of it all. Again, communication, 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 clarity, take your time, don't go too fast, watch your money, pay attention to your transportation. If you need an oil change, go get it. It's really hard sometimes that during these retrograde times, it's like, well, I have to do business. Well, that's fine. I'm not telling you just not to do business. But if you have to do business, just take your time and read everything clearly. Make sure you are, in fact, reading that fine print. Make sure you are asking questions. Make sure you have all the details out in front of you and you completely understand before you have to sign that dotted line. Okay? That is all. I wish you all a wonderful Gemini new moon and this solar eclipse. I've been seeing pictures of it all morning. It was absolutely beautiful. Again, ending and beginning. Declutter. Let go of the old and open that space up for something new. Energy is always moving, so don't be stagnant. Grow, expand, better yourselves in every possible way. Remember, when you do not accept the challenges, you are actively choosing to be average. So always go after the best, highest potential of yourself. Please like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me. I do appreciate it all. You can find me on other social media sites as well, and I put those in the description. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have a wonderful day. Blessings.